She ruined the cake and the party, why I refused to punish my daughter for exploding on the uninvited class clown. Let me tell you a story that has the whole school whispering and some parents calling me the bad guy. But here's the truth. I stood by my daughter, and I'd do it again. My daughter just turned 13, a big age. You're not quite a kid anymore, but not yet grown. And for her, this birthday meant something. She goes to a small school, really small. Just 18 kids in her grade, 10 boys, 8 girls, close quarters. And let's just say, not everyone gets along. Now, my daughter's not a mean girl, not even close, but she is pretty clear on her boundaries. So when I asked her who she wanted at her birthday party, she had a solid list. 7 of the girls from her class and 5 friends from her soccer team. That was it. The one name missing? Kelly, the class clown. You know the type. Kelly's the kid who needs every eye on her every second. Jokes that go too far, constant interruptions, always turning serious moments into a circus. My daughter tolerates her at school because she has to, but when it came to her birthday, she made it clear she ruined school for me all the time. I don't want her ruining my birthday too. Fair. I supported that. So we sent out the invites, just the ones she wanted. Everything was good to go until the curveball. An hour before the party started, I found out my ex-wife, who I invite to major milestones for the sake of unity, had gone rogue and invited Kelly. Turns out, Kelly's mom had heard about the party and rather than leaving it alone, reached out to my ex. And my ex? She folded. Sent an invite behind my back. Cue disaster. My daughter was not prepared to see Kelly at her party. She pulled me aside, clearly upset. I tried to smooth it over, told her to enjoy herself anyway, and to her credit, she really tried. For most of the party, everything seemed okay, until the cake came out. Let me paint the picture. It wasn't just any cake. It was the cake. A custom glitter cake. When she blew out the candles, glitter was supposed to shimmer into the air like magic. This was the moment she'd been waiting for. But before she could even get close, Kelly, in full center of attention mode, swiped her fingers right into the icing. A huge, obvious glob gone. The whole top layer wrecked. It was like time stopped. My daughter's face fell. Everyone froze. And then she snapped. "What is wrong with you?" she screamed. "This is why I didn't want you here. You ruin everything." She stormed off to her room. Kelly started crying. And the vibe? Ruined. Just like the cake. After that, things went downhill fast. Now Kelly's mom is demanding an apology. My ex is backing her up. They're both saying my daughter was out of line and that she embarrassed Kelly in front of everyone. But me, I'm not punishing her. Not even close. She didn't start anything. She made a clear boundary from the beginning. She didn't want Kelly at her party. That boundary was ignored by an adult who should have known better. And as for Kelly, she's 12. She knows what icing is. She knows not to touch someone's birthday cake, especially not before the candles are blown out in front of a room full of people. This wasn't a toddler impulse. It was attention-seeking behavior, plain and simple. I told both my ex and Kelly's mom exactly that they owe my daughter an apology, not the other way around. She was pushed past her limit on what was supposed to be her day. Now I'm being called immature and an ass, even accused of teaching my daughter to be mean. But I don't see it that way. I see a girl who spoke her truth when no one else would back her up, who had her day hijacked and still tried to make the most of it, until she couldn't anymore. She's not the villain. She's a teenager learning to stand up for herself, and I'll always stand with her for that.